Welcome back to the laundry room, where we're going to talk about an issue that should be obvious, but it isn't. Sellers aren't always honest about the condition of the home they're selling. It's just the way it is, and it's understandable. They're human beings and they're motivated to sell. They don't necessarily want to tell you everything that's wrong because you might not want to buy, or you might offer an amount of money so low that they don't find it attractive, even though that may be reasonable. Here's a couple of examples right here that we discovered in this house after closing. This is a dryer vent. Normally, that's just a hole in the wall that goes right outside, and it's a very short run. In this case, the dryer vent goes into a PVC pipe through the floor and out to the front of the building. It exhausts here. Now, that's generally not a big deal, but when we got into the work in the laundry room and we removed the washer and dryer, the dryer hose, that aluminum expandable hose, was completely packed with lint. That's very unusual. So we started looking into it, obviously, because you got to make sure that the dryer exhaust can exhaust, and you do risk a fire if that's not the case. It can build up a lot of heat. This vent was completely packed with lint. And put a shop vac down there and pull it all out, but we're back about 4 feet right now, and it's still packed with lint. So this is a real problem. The previous owner of this house not only didn't clean a lot, maybe some things they never cleaned at all. Another thing that's a little problematic and frankly a very expensive fix is right here. This is the back side of the guest bathroom, which is right on the other side of this wall. And this is the plumbing that goes to the tub and the sinks and all that. You'll notice that some of it is copper and some of it is not. This is patchwork. In the late 70s and early 80s, they were using a different kind of copper. This is how the story goes. And it just didn't have the wall thickness, and it was too active, and it became, especially in places like Florida where there's hard water, it corroded a lot. And eventually you started getting pinhole leaks, and that would cause wetness on the floor, ruin the drywall. Well, the simple way to fix that, the inexpensive way, is to patch it. It doesn't really solve the problem. It just fixes that leak. So when we took out this piece of drywall, because it was somewhat damaged, we discovered this, which isn't great. We've got a whole series of patchworks here, and there is a significant amount of corrosion happening on the copper piping. When you see that bluish green discoloration on copper pipe, that's not a great thing. This is actually okay. It's holding together right now. But over here on the other wall, it's leaking. It's actively leaking. It's just a drip, but it's not going to get better. Here's the weird part from a real estate investor landlord perspective. I can do this for about $500. It will fix the leak. It doesn't fix the overall problem, however. To actually fix this problem, we have to repipe the place, get rid of all this copper. We don't actually take it out, we just bypass it and put in PEX in this case. But we're going to have to repipe this entire house. So new feet off the water line, they go in through the attic and they drill down, and everything will work fine after that. We won't have any more problem with leaks for decades. But this is $500-ish to fix. Repipe is $10,000-ish. That's the kind of thing that you really do want to do your due diligence before you buy. Fortunately, in this